Alrighty, guys. Got a tornado warning just popped up here. So I quickly threw together a thumbnail, and we are live here. Very unexpected coverage here. I was not expecting to go live right now, but, well, things decided they wanted to turn for the worst here, and we got ourselves a tornado warning down here in southeastern portions of Florida, currently ongoing here. So, heads up to you guys out there. We do have ourselves a tornado warning. This is in the southeastern side of Florida, directly north of Fort Lauderdale. This is for areas out there by Delray Beach. This includes briny breezes, Sun Valley, Rainbow Lake, Boynton Beach. Let's see here. We have ourselves Lantana, portions out there by Atlantis, Lake Worth. We have a report of nickel-sized hail out there. Green Acres included, Lake Charles Shores, which is, once again, just north here of Fort Lauderdale. We got ourselves a tornado warning here. Now, this popped up here a few moments ago. Let's see here, velocity. We're seeing a little bit of rotation out there towards the areas of Gulf, near Boynton Beach. That's kind of right where we're seeing this. So, like I said, we'll have to be watching out there for these regions here. Honestly, today's environment is not really much of a tornado-prone environment today, but we do have ourselves, of course, this tornado warning that did just pop off here. Not too much. We do have a sea breeze type of event popping off here in Florida, where we are getting a lot of sea breeze storms starting to really fire off here. Which, let me go ahead and hop you over here to this view real quickly, and we'll hop back to that tornado warning here. But yeah, here's the overall view of Florida right now. We're getting a lot of scattered thunderstorms starting to develop across really a lot of the peninsula here right now, including out by where I'm at. So, but yeah, like I said, there's really no organized severe tornado threat for today. There is the threat for obviously severe weather. But whenever it comes to tornadic activity, it's going to be mostly minimal. But yeah, like I said, right now, my friends, we do have ourselves a tornado warning in effect for portions of southeastern Florida, including the Delray Beach area. This includes Gulf, Boynton Beach, Sun Valley, Rainbow Lakes. Let's see, portions out there by Lantana. Let's see here, Atlantis, Green Acres, Palm Springs, and the Lake Charles Shores area. That is currently where we are. Looking out there for this tornado warning here. So this will remain in effect here. Let me go ahead and pull it up on my other screen here. This tornado warning will remain in effect here for the next, 3 minutes. It's actually about to expire, but we'll see if they end up issuing an extension. As that could be necessary, given the fact that there still looks like there might be a little bit of rotation, that could happen in the storm here. Out there towards the Gulf area, but we got a few minutes left on that tornado warning counter overall. But yeah, I did want to hop live for you just in case if anything happens. Let's see here. Let's go actually hop over here towards the I think the closest radar. We got the terminal radar down here. We're gonna hop to KAMX here, and we're gonna take a look here at that radar here. This is like the closest terminal radar we have, or sorry, the closest weather service radar we have. There is definitely still a little bit of a mesocyclone, according to the radar here out there by the Gulf area. Once again, this is out there directly, let's see here, north of Fort Lauderdale, which Fort Lauderdale is right in here. Directly north of Fort Lauderdale is where we are seeing, that little area here of pretty broad rotation near Gulf, Delray Beach, Gulf Stream, briny breezes area. In which those regions definitely need to be on alert, and they need to be looking out there for this, as, like I said, there is definitely a possibility of a tornado here. On top of that, quarter-size hail will be a possibility as well, so we'll have to look out there for some of those regions overall as well. So, like I said, or look out there for the hail as well. Sorry. So yeah, we'll definitely keep an eye out there for it. Once again, the warning, I think it just expired. But we'll keep an eye on the storm here for the next little bit here, and we'll see what happens overall with this storm here. As, like I said, there is... yeah, let's go ahead and turn this on. There you go. Since there is, like I said, a bit of storms popping off here. Let's see here. See, it's not the Gulf. The Gulf? The Gulf? What do you mean by the Gulf? Are you talking about the Gulf of Mexico? Yeah, no, the storm's on the other side. It's on the eastern, or the Atlantic side here. But anyway, so yeah, once again, we're still watching that area. Now, it's not, I wouldn't say it's, quite at the point yet where we should just, brush off the storm and all that. Like I said, there definitely is still a bit of concern with this storm here, as it does appear to still be rotating. It's just a matter of if they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm, or sorry, if they're going to issue a tornado warning again. But just a bit of a heads up out there towards the Gulf, Sun Valley, Delray Beach area, briny breezes, Boynton Beach. Like I said, there is obviously a bit of a concern out in those regions there. So let me go ahead and bring up a stream here. I need to change the title real quickly so it's not quite There we go. We'll need to change the title here real quickly, considering that tornado warning is canceled. But I will definitely keep it out there for it. Let's see here. Severe storms. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. I had to change the title there. Anyways, but yeah, no, we're still watching that storm, you guys. They did issue a special marine warning a while ago. Yeah, actually, you can see the severe warning and the tornado warning have been canceled here. They did issue a marine warning a while ago for the boaters out there, just off the coast of Boynton Beach. Let's see here. Portions out there by Lantana, I think it is. Once again, we did get reports of nickel-sized hail reported out there towards Palm Beach County, Florida, which this is in the Lake Worth area. We did a report ourselves. Like I said, 0.88 inches in diameter, which is not considered severe, but it is at the point where, well, obviously hail. That's actually the main concern for today. The SPC, let me bring you guys over here real quickly. We'll keep an eye on that broadness of rotation here. But let me bring up the SPC real quickly because they did issue a marginal for today across Florida. So let's go and hop over here now. So across Florida here, we do have a level 1 threat. Luckily, no tornado threat. Like I was saying, no organized tornadic activity is expected today. Same thing for damaging winds, actually. Damaging winds is not too much of a concern. It's just hail. Hail is one of the biggest threats here regarding these storms here for today. So we'll keep it out there for it, and we'll see. Like I said, I've already seen. I've been monitoring the weather all day today. I've already seen a lot of scattered hail instances. Nothing too large per se that I've seen. I did hear somebody say 2-inch hail has been reported today. I don't know if that's true or not. But anyways, so yeah, but we have been getting a lot of convection. A lot of storms have been popping off here. Definitely becoming a lot more organized here in the later scans. Let's go ahead and hop over to this page here. A lot more organized here, as you can see, within the last 6 hours. We went from nothing to a bunch of storms firing off to more organized type of convection going on here. We do have a pretty strong storm north of Tampa right now popping off here. A couple out there south of Orlando as well. Of course, we have the ones that we're just tracking down there in southeast Florida. It's really for the peninsula that we're getting this because, like I said, what's going on right now is we got a sea breeze that's happening. Is the diurnal heating, which is basically uneven heating of the or diurnal, basically meaning the daytime. So while we have daytime heating that's occurring here, this is unevenly, like I said, first of all, unevenly heating up the atmosphere, but it's also creating an area of low pressure over Florida, which what that is doing, let's go ahead and change our thing here. We'll change up our brush size. So we're getting an area of low pressure across Florida, which we have high to on both sides of the coast here, which winds flow from high to low. So we're getting a bit of convergence here. So on both coasts, we're getting the winds moving inland, which is allowing for some conversion to actually occur, which eventually could increase those vertical velocities and allowing for that warm air that's been heated up on the surface to actually reach that cooler environment above. One of the things I really want to show you is mesoanalysis real quickly. I was actually looking at this here a little bit ago. We did have ourselves let's see, we're going to hop down to the southeast here. We have some really steep lapse rates, which is basically a change in temperatures over elevation. So if I hop over here to our lapse rates, low-level lapse rates here, we're getting above 8 degrees Celsius. So that's about a 45-degree drop in 1 kilometer. So, for example, I was actually doing the math here before that tornado warning popped off here, which we're still keeping an eye on that storm, by the way, guys. It's still rotating towards Delray Beach, Florida, and the Gulf area. So whenever it comes to it here, we are seeing ourselves like I said, 8 degree Celsius differential, which that is about, like I said, 45-degree Fahrenheit drop in temperature. Within less than a mile going up. So we have some very steep lapse rates. The temperatures are definitely dropping off quick. So that is a bit of an issue out there in some of those regions there, which is allowing for some pretty heavy instability. We're talking some pretty moderate. This whole area is over 1,500 joules per kilogram, which that's a lot of instability. But anyways, we're gonna keep it relatively simple. Let's go and hop back to radar, guys. We got ourselves that tornado warning. We did have ourselves a tornado warning a little bit ago. It is no longer in effect. However, we do still have ourselves a bit of a meso here, mesocyclone detected by radar, in which it looks like it might even be tightening up a bit. This is scanning of elevations around 4,800 feet, so it's a little bit up there, but it looks like it might be tightening up a little bit. Once again, we're watching towards the Gulf and the Delray Beach area. That is the area we need to look out there for. Like I said, we'll keep an eye out there for it. Now, generally speaking, the environment for today, guys, is really not, like I said, is really not, tornadic producing. Now, for this storm, obviously, it's a bit of an exception. Probably some locally higher wind shear out in some of these areas here. Some stronger lower level winds probably occurring with the storm here. In which actually, like I said, is creating a bit of an area of rotation that is popping off here. But yeah, so like I said, right now they do, like I said, currently no longer have a tornado warning in place, but they still have that marine warning there. Let's see here. What did they mention? They also mentioned the possibility of water spouts. Yeah, water spouts and wind gusts in excess of 50 knots. Also large hail. So really kind of the whole list above here. So we'll keep it out there for the storm. Now, we do have ourselves another severe storm we're going to hop over to. Let's see. We're going to slowly work our way up here towards Jacksonville radar. I guess we'll use here. Probably the best option we got. Yep, we also got ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning out there towards northern Florida. This includes the Lake Butler area. We got ourselves hopping over the radar here. You can see a pretty heavy storm out there. A lot of convection popping off here. You can see a lot of storms starting to pop off here, and it looks like I might even have some heading towards me here as well out in central Florida. So I'll need to keep an eye out there for that. Anyways. But yeah, so that one severe thunderstorm warning is in effect, once again, for the Lake Butler area, also including Dukes as well. Let me bring up my radar view on my other screen here for you guys. Let's see, we'll bring back up the Jacksonville radar here, and we'll bring up some surface observations as well. So on the storm here, 23 minutes ago, we got ourselves quarter-size hail and, like I said, winds less than damaging criteria. So it'll be under 50 miles an hour for the most part, but we do got ourselves a bit of lightning detection and also a bit of a purple core here, which could represent a bit of hail like we were talking about. So this storm is really solely warned for hail concerns, which is definitely a bit of a concern there. What I find really interesting is this station right here is measuring those dew points in the upper, like I said, upper 50s. And meanwhile, we go not too far to the southeast here. We have another station in the mid 60s. So our dew points are dropping, probably from a cooler pool of air, more drier air from the storm's downdraft, I'm assuming, working its way over here in this region. This is just why we have a bit of clearing here as well. It would make sense. So storm's downdraft is probably pushing out some cooler air on this side, which is lowering those dew points and stuff like that, which would, given this environment, with any further storm activity, it could be minimal, maybe. We'll just have to see how that environment reacts to it. Like I said, it's very, very unpredictable environment here, regarding that, an isolated storm like this. But yeah, it definitely, those dew points are lower. It could even be as simple as an uncalibrated weather station as well. There's a lot of different things it could be, but anyways, but yeah, once again, quarter-size hail, y'all. Winds less than 50 miles per hour, is expected with the storm. Just a hail concern on that one cell 22 minutes ago on that storm. Now, let me go ahead and bring up these areas here. We're going to turn on our town names. So like I said, this includes the Lake Butler area, includes Danville, Dukes, areas of Brown, Cliftonville, Gulliford, I think it is. And I'm pretty sure that's like all the major, I wouldn't call it major, but all the towns that's included inside of this severe thunderstorm warning here. So that is what we are looking at here with that one cell. But yeah, like I said, really just popping off all across Florida right now. I mean, we got a lot of scattered storms. Let's see here, out there towards me, I got a cell to my northwest. I'm here towards Lakeland. Got this puppy popping off here. So yeah, a lot of more organized severe weather is starting to occur. You know, with everything here. Let me go ahead and bring you all over here to sat view to show you guys. This is pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and bring up our satellite view. So you can see, obviously, over the last, you know, couple of hours or so, you can see how, you know, we've been getting a lot of those puffy plumes there. It's our convection starting to occur. And you can actually, if you zoom in, you can actually see that sea breeze I was talking about. Let me go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. We'll go and hop over to the northeastern side. So you notice how, you know, earlier we started off as a bunch of, you know, a bunch of scattered cumulus clouds. And as the day grew on and as daylight heating occurred, and as, you know, we started unevenly heating up the surface, we started getting stronger vertical velocities and more organized cells and more cumulonimbus towers starting to develop. Now, if you look closely, you can actually see the sea breeze right on the coast here. It's kind of hard to see, but there it is. So you see how the coast is relatively clear? And if we play this in motion, you see how it's going away from the coast. It's kind of pushing inland. It's also doing the same thing on the western side. So like I said, what's happening right now in general with this setup here is, I mean, this is very typical for Florida. I mean, this happens many times per year. But we have ourselves, like I said, so due to diurnal heating, like I said, all of that, you know, heating that's occurring, so the sun's beating down on the surface here, which is warming things up. And it actually warms things up unevenly, which allows some areas to have stronger vertical velocities than other. And what actually ends up happening is, due to those vertical velocities, as we have air that's rising, it lowers the pressure over Florida. So we have an area of low pressure that, you know, very scattered. It's very scattered areas of lower pressure. So we get ourselves kind of a low that develops over Florida. And what ends up happening is, in weather, winds flow from high to low pressure, right? So we have higher pressure that's out there on both sides of Florida, here. So what's happening ultimately is those winds are flowing from high to low, and we have ourselves what we call convergence, which is, you know, two different direction winds, you know, coming together. Which in that case, later on this evening, as these two, you know, I wouldn't call them fronts, but as these two sea breezes, you know, converge, it would allow for the possibility of Central Florida getting a lot of potential organized severe weather. Given the fact that we're going to have stronger vertical velocities, you know, more moisture working its way from the lower atmosphere up aloft, which overall that will increase the probabilities. But yeah, this happens very scattered throughout Florida here. Instead of just one big low, it's a lot of uneven, you know, smaller little areas of low pressure, which, you know, ultimately allows for the winds to flow more inland overall. But yeah, anyways, enough of that subject. But yeah, that's what's going on. We got those sea breeze type of event popping off here. Overall, there is a lot of instability available. If I hop over here to the RAP analysis, we'll turn on CAPE here. We'll turn off that actually. But you can see all the instability we have across the atmosphere. I mean, there is a lot of energy available across like central and southern Florida, really, and also portions of northern Florida, of course. There is a lot of instability available for storms. Let me hop back over here to the severe thunderstorm warning. It's got a little interesting hook on it, which is pretty interesting. Let's go and pop over here to velocity. There's really no rotation, which is good. Just kind of storm shape here, I guess. But this is out there, a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the Lake Butler area up in northern Florida. That is currently popping off here right now. And like I said, at the current moment, this does include, let's see here, once again, Lake Butler, the Dukes area, which also, I'll bring over to this view here, which also includes like Cliftonville, Guilford, I think it is, also Danville and Brown. Those areas are in it. We have 17 minutes left on the warning here. Possibility of quarter-size hail and, like I said, winds less than 50 miles per hour. So that is, you know, what's going on in that in particular storm. If we hop our way down here to the southeast, I think they just removed that marine warning, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here, whenever that was. I think that's supposed to expire until 3/15. So according to this program, it is gone. However, if I hop over here to my other program, could just be a glitch on that one software. there is still that special marine warning in effect, which I wouldn't. Let's see. Let me actually turn up the Weather Service radar, KAMX, out there in Miami. Which, yeah, you can actually see here, heavier precipitation. We still got some pretty strong thunderstorm activity popping off out in this region here, which I wouldn't see why they would remove it. They'd probably just let it expire. So let me see. We'll have to wait and see if, this disappears on this program or if the other one reappears. But as of right now, I'm still going to go with it is still in effect here, which, once again, water spouts and wind gusts in excess of 50 knots, which is over basically like 58-mile-per-hour wind gusts, possible. Kind of like a severe thunderstorm warning. We could have some damaging winds here, right around 60 miles per hour, roughly. So that when you look out there for, and also large hail, that's actually the main threat, like I said, for Florida today. Given the SPC risk that we have out there, we do have ourselves a, like I said, level 1 threat, which is nothing too crazy, for today, which is, the lower end of the severe spectrum. But yeah, today's only threat here, if we hop over to SPC's website real quickly, today's only threat really is, that marginal risk out there, which if we hop over the tornado probability, once again, less than 2% chance for tornadoes. No organized tornadoes expected, or severe weather for tornadoes expected. Same thing for damaging winds, really. It's really only just a bit of a hail concern. Now, let me go ahead and mention real quickly, before I hop back over here to the warnings, tomorrow, we have another day tomorrow we're going to be live for, considering it's a level 1 threat, but it is a really large area. They did extend that margin risk, as we were talking about, that they might yesterday in the live stream. They did extend it up into portions of, obviously, Missouri, into Illinois, eastern Iowa, and even southern Wisconsin. Now, look at this. Tornado probability. We have a little area here of 2% across southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois for a couple supercells possible. Damaging winds and hail is obviously the main concerns, covering most of the area. But yeah, overall, we do have a small tornado probability for tomorrow. And of course, day 3, the day after that, we have another risk here for Tuesday across portions out there in Louisiana, and southern portions of Mississippi, southern Arkansas, and eastern Texas will be at risk here for severe weather. So anyways, that is that. Let me go ahead and hop on back over here. We're going to switch back to the severe thunderstorm warning that's popping off here right now. Once again, we're going to hop over to the Jacksonville radar. We do got a severe thunderstorm warning towards the Lake Butler area up here in northern Florida. This includes areas out there by Danville, portions by Dukes, which also includes Cliftonville, Gulliford, which we are seeing the possibility of some large hail right there at the low-end criteria, but we are talking quarter-size hail potential. Winds shouldn't be damaging. They should remain under severe status, which is good news. Once again, regarding today's threat for damaging winds, there really isn't any. No organized severe weather regarding damaging winds is expected for today. Although hail on the other side, that's really the reason why we have a risk out here for today regarding severe weather. So that is that's better than tornadoes, I would obviously say, which is good news. I mean, we're not expecting any tornadic activity today, given the fact that our lower level winds are way too unsupportive, way too weak. I mean, we're talking lower level winds around 5 to 10 knots, which is not anything really crazy. And honestly, like I said, we were tracking that tornado warning earlier. And the reason why I think we had that little bit of rotation was because, sometimes you can have pockets of higher wind shear, and, by all the turbulentness of, obviously vertical velocities and stuff like that, it can actually create pockets of stronger winds across the atmosphere. And in this case, I think it increased those winds towards the, the lower elevations here, which allowed for a bit of rotation to occur. But like I said, as a collective, there's really no tornado threat today, so you guys don't kind of worry about really much of tornadic activity, which is good news overall. So anyways, so yeah, that's what we're looking at. Oh, let's see here. New marginal risk just got issued here. Okay, we'll take a look at that here in a moment. Let's see. We'll see what they added here. Yeah, they did issue a new marginal risk here for severe weather. Let's go and hop back over to my main page. We'll see what they added and if they added anything. Let's see. Okay, we hop back to day 1. Yeah, we just looked at that. Okay, so there's a new outlook here. Tornadoes. Yep, no tornadoes. They did. Yeah, still no wind, so it is still relatively the same outlook. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So yeah, mostly just a hail concern for today, you guys. Anyways, but yeah, let's go and hop over towards Tampa. I got a couple storms popping out there towards Lakeland and Dade City area. A lot of strong thunderstorm activity popping out in some of these regions here. A lot of lightning detection here on radar, or overlaying on the radar. Obviously, radar can't detect lightning, but regarding you know, detections from you know, the lightning network, we do have ourselves a bit of lightning that's been detected here. So a lot of strong thunderstorm activity, which is not surprising given the amount of instability we have in the atmosphere. And of course, we got a lot of storms also working up its way into northern Florida as well, including that one severe thunderstorm warning we have. Once again, for the Lake Butler area, this is in effect here for in effect here for 11 minutes for quarter-size hail, and also, like I said, winds lower than 50. So yeah, damaging winds is not a concern with this storm here. Whenever it comes to for hail and stuff like that, that's really the only hazard on this here. You know, once again, quarter size hail even is pretty weak. Honestly, I'm not worried about quarter size hail. I mean, what I would recommend though is obviously being inside. You know, stay away from windows. I mean, just for a safety precaution. Plus, not to mention lightning. Wherever you have a lot of hail, more than likely there is a bit of lightning as well, due to you know, increased friction in amongst ice crystals in our lower atmosphere, which that does generate a positive charge, which it has to neutralize or ground itself by literally zapping the ground and neutralizing that charge. So, with that being said, you know, with that being said and all. Overall, you know, there's going to be a bit of a lightning concern today, too. There's going to be a lot of lightning with these storms overall, in which we'll have to, you know, obviously be indoors for that, because, you don't want to be outside during lightning. It's very dangerous, for one, and like I said, it's definitely just not a good thing to do. It's just, you know, just remain indoors and away from windows whenever you hear lightning or hear thunder, not hear lightning, whenever you hear thunder or see lightning. So, let's see here. Scott, dude, coming into the $5, my friend. Thank you so much, Scott. That's greatly appreciated, man. Thank you so much for the support. You absolutely rock, my friend. That is very sweet of you. You definitely did not have to do that, my friend. So thank you so much, Scott. Big shout out goes to you, man. Thank you. I appreciate the support, as that will help me out a lot. Appreciate it. All right, let's go and hop back down here. So we still got that marine warning according to... Oh, hold on a minute. I am an idiot. I just realized something. My marine warnings aren't even on on this program. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, wait. Special marine... There we go. Special weather suit. Special marine warnings. Here we go. Wow, that was loud. Holy cow. Yeah, there it is. So it is in effect. It is still in effect here, which is good. Once again, for the Lake Worth area, we have Boynton Beach, briny breezes, portions out there by South Palm Beach, Lake Worth, Lake Clark Shores, Glen Ridge, and out there towards West Palm Beach here. We got ourselves that special marine warning in effect here for like I said, for 8 minutes here. So, and once again, they did issue this here for water spouts, also wind gusts in excess of 50 knots. As well as large hail. So really all the lists above. And look at that. They just added a severe thunderstorm warning to the south of that with a tornado possible tag on it. Towards Delray Beach, Gulf Stream. Let's see here. Gulf included, Boynton Beach, Highland Beach area. There you go. So they really issued this for all hazards. Like I said, for hail possibly up to quarter size. Damaging winds up to 60 miles per hour. So once again, wind gusts, but the winds could peak up to. And of course, we have ourselves, you know, that tornado possible tag, saying that obviously, yeah, tornadoes can't be ruled out. You know, especially given the fact here, if we hop, let's see, if I hop over here to over here, actually, it looks like, which is good news. Yeah, that mesocyclone has kind of faded a bit. Let's go and hop over to this radar here. So a little bit ago. You can see we did have a little broad area of rotation towards Delray Beach in the Gulf area. Since then, it looks like things have calmed down just a bit on terms of rotation, which is good news. But just for safety precautions, they didn't issue a tornado warning. Obviously, at that point, you know, like I said, there's no tornado warning right now. But you know, they did put a tornado possible, saying that, you know, given the storm's nature, it's a possibility that tornadoes could form out of this severe storm here. But once again, not an immediate concern, so it's not worth, you know, taking shelter for right now. Which, you know, more than likely, I mean, probably won't turn into a tornado warning. We did have one earlier, but, you know, at least for what we see now, like I said, I'm not seeing too much of anything crazy going on in this storm here. So that's good. So once again, no reason to panic, no reason to take shelter right now. But I would tell you to go indoors. Obviously, yeah, when thunder roars, goes indoors is what they say. So obviously go inside of, you know, just go inside, stay away from windows, man, because like I said, there's likely a lot of lightning on the storm here as well. That's kind of a thing across Florida right now is, you know, a lot of lightning with these storms. You know, given the fact that we have some really steep lapse rates, you know, some really high amounts of instability in the atmosphere. I'd say moderate. Some areas over 2,000 joules per kilogram of mixed layer instability, which that is a pretty good amount of instability available out there. So, so once again, just remain indoors. Let's see. I thought I just saw a wind report, but I'm probably just seeing things. I'm hallucinating here. All right, let's hop back up to Tampa. We're going to check on these storms out by Lakeland, which is relatively where I'm at. Let's see here. We got ourselves a bunch of storms popping off out there towards the region here, north of Lakeland, south of Dade City. Also got a couple south of Orlando here. Orlando's relatively in a bit of a dry slot right now. Also, we continue working our way up here towards, you know, towards regions in northern Florida. It looks like they just canceled that severe thunderstorm warning for those northern areas towards Lake Butler. That is no longer in effect here. However, there is still a strong storm with that. Definitely is still a pretty strong thunderstorm that is ongoing across that region there. So, like I said, just once again, remain indoors. If you hear thunder, when thunder roars, go indoors. That's what they say. So, that's National Weather Service quote. So, yeah, just be careful. Let's see here. Hop in here a little bit to the south, out there towards Palm Bay. We got some convection to the west, a little bit to the southwest here as well. And once again, the more you know, once again, the more concern of storms is down here right now in southeastern Florida currently, with once again a marine warning, a special marine warning out there for the waters just off the coast of Lake Worth. Let's see here, Hypoluxo, I think it is Hypoluxo. Let's see, off of Glen Ridge, Boynton Beach, briny breezes, you know, just off the coast of those areas here. We got that marine warning here. Once again, for water spouts, wind gusts in excess of 50 knots, and large hail is ongoing with that in particular storm. And of course, south of that, we got ourselves that severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Highland Beach, Kings Point, Delray Beach, Gulf, once again, Boynton Beach, briny breezes, and Gulf Stream. We are under the severe thunderstorm warning here for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail being a possibility. Now, they did include a tornado possible tag on that storm. Does not mean that there's an immediate danger of a tornado. So, like I said, there's no need to take shelter. Right now, I would, like I said, obviously say to go indoors and stay away from, you know, stay away from windows. I would do that, but, you know, whenever it comes to, like, fully taking shelter in a safe spot, not quite. No, you don't need to take shelter quite yet. Like I said, a tornado possible tag does not mean that there's an immediate danger of a tornado, but it kind of just shows that there's a possibility that the storm could, you know, eventually go tornadic. I mean, especially with this cell. I mean, earlier we did have ourselves a bit of a mesocyclone that was detected there on the radar. There was a bit of rotation on radar a bit ago, which now that seems to have subsided, which is good news, obviously. But like I said, they're just saying, you know, keep an eye on the storm as, you know, who knows, it could start rotating again. But as of right now, things are looking relatively fine regarding that. Let me check out in the Keys. I don't think we got much going on out here. Not much of a sea breeze interaction going on for the Keys, really, because it's a very narrow stretch of land. We do got a storm northwest of Key West popping off out there, well in the ocean, but it doesn't seem to be too crazy. But yeah, once again, the main concern out here is going to be out there towards like central Florida. Let me go ahead and bring up our convective outlook here, our day one outlook here regarding things. Which you can see that dark green area, that is our marginal risk. That is the risk here for severe weather going all the way down towards Miami, Homestead area, shooting all the way up here towards areas just a little southwest of Jacksonville, basically up there as far north as the Lake City area. That is where our severe risk is for today. Once again, a level 1 threat, nothing too crazy. It's not an outbreak or anything like that. Like I said, this is very typical for Florida. Sea breezes, they happen very often, very often. So once again, this is not anything completely unheard of. But I believe it is the first sea breeze event of the year across Florida, which is definitely pretty interesting. But of course, like I said, there will be the possibility for a few of those storms becoming severe. Once again, the only concern regarding severe weather, thankfully, is just hail. Not tornadoes, not damaging winds even. It's literally just a hail threat, which is good news. And it's not obviously not good news it's a hail threat, but it's good news that it's just a hail threat. So that is what we are looking out there for. Let's see. Am I safe? Yes, I am. I am out there. I'm safe out here. Got a couple storms nearby, but overall, that's that. Let's see here. Fine lightning, cool, as long as I'm indoors. Yeah, I hear you, man. I am the exact same way. I totally agree. But yeah. So once again, y'all, we are seeing the possibility there for, widespread, thunderstorm activity rolling through the regions here. And like I said, we have seen quite a few of them become severe here for today. And, like I said, I say that so much. That's part of my vocabulary is, like I said that all the time. Anyways, but whenever it comes to it here, there will be more heavier thunderstorm activity probably by early evening. That's whenever you're going to have, the strongest sea breeze effect here and all that going on. So that is, that's definitely, relatively the heaviest time, per se, of the potential of severe weather. It's going to be sometime late afternoon into early evening, which we're kind of in the late afternoon time right now. So we're getting, closer to evening, in which at that point we'll just have to, see how things are going. Let's see here. Tabletop dude coming to say $2 super chat, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Saying any severe for Eastern North Carolina this week. No, you're good, man. There's really nothing going on today. There's not even a thunderstorm risk tomorrow. No thunderstorm risk. For the next 3 days, you're not even really in a thunderstorm risk. So you are looking good, my friend. You are relatively fine. Really the only areas we're watching out there for, guys, once again, between today we got ourselves a little marginal risk just for hail. Once again, damaging winds, tornadoes, not a concern, just hail threat. In terms of day 2, tomorrow, we have a pretty large, very, very large marginal risk here for severe weather, including Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, Wisconsin, I just heard thunder. Holy cow. Which tornadoes, 2% chance, southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. And of course, we have ourselves that big wind threat and big hail threat. Right now, it's marginal. Level 1 threat, my friend. Like I said, nothing too extreme regarding the convective outlook, but it does cover a widespread area, which it is storming like crazy. Let me look at my radar real quickly. Let's see. Yeah, I can see why. I'm surrounded by storms right now, so luckily they're not severe, which is good news. But all right, y'all, we're gonna hop back to radar. We're gonna take a look at that one severe storm we got going on here. Right now, this is the only severe storm we have currently. We did have a couple that popped up further north or a little bit ago. But right now, we're left with the one warning. They did just cancel that marine warning, by the way, y'all, for the places, for the boaters out there just off the coast of Hypaluxo, I think it is, Hypaluxo, Boynton Beach, Briny Breezes, Lake Worth, Glen Ridge, areas just off the coast of that. Like I said, we just got that marine warning canceled. However, we do have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for some of those regions there, including the Boynton Beach area, the Gulf Stream area here. Let's see here, Delray Beach, Highland Beach, Kings Point. These are the areas that is currently under the severe thunderstorm warning. Now, right now, the reason they issued this severe thunderstorm warning is because there is a possibility here of quarter-size hail in the storm, as well as a potential for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Now, they also did include a tornado possible tag, which, like I said, does not mean a tornado is an immediate danger. It does not mean that, but it does say that there is the possibility, given the storm's nature, that, a bit of, tornadic activity could occur down in time, but right now there's not really any big concern for tornadic activity there. So, so that is that, my friend. So, once again, nothing, to worry about right now. Definitely is not worth, seeking shelter for. But what I would recommend, like I said, regarding the fact that we do have the potential for large hail and damaging winds, I would recommend going indoors and staying away from windows. But other than that, you should be good. So just watch out there for some small hail, some gusty winds up to 60, which, like I said, this is Florida. Everybody's used to seeing 60-mile-an-hour plus winds. I mean, to us down in Florida, this is really nothing too crazy. But, for safety, like I said, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is where things start to become damaging, and where we do start to have, a bit of, those loose outdoor objects go flying around, which, stuff can break and everything like that. It's more for that, aspect in general. Anyways, but yeah. So that is that. Let's see here, Master. Okay, I'll do your zip code real quickly, my friend. We're not going to do too many. We'll do a couple here and there. Let's see here. So yeah, no, you're good, man. You are in the thunderstorm threat, but no severe weather, so you're good. Don't gotta worry about anything going on out there. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what's going on. Once again, a lot of organized thunderstorm activity starting to fire off here across central Florida. Well, it has been firing off here. I'm actually in this area here, and like I said, I just heard thunder a few minutes ago, which is it was pretty loud, actually. I'm surprised you did. I don't know if y'all heard that or not a little bit ago, but it was definitely a bit house shaking. So we'll see here. We'll definitely see. Let's see here. All right, so once again, y'all, really the only concern right now is that one storm. Now, this is directly north of Fort Lauderdale, which, the Fort Lauderdale area is currently experiencing a thunderstorm here out there towards Rock Island and some of those regions there. Overall, see, Hanaroni, I'll do your zip code real quick. Let's see here. Yep, you are right on the edge. So severe thunderstorms are possible. Once again, the only concern is hail for today. Just a hail threat. That's really for Florida in general. The areas that are at risk or is at risk, let's see, we'll hop back to today's risk overall. The areas that is at risk here in Florida is not for tornadoes. Once again, no tornado threat, which is good. No wind threat even. Just an isolated hail instance of, above quarter size. Oh, okay, that's my refrigerator. I thought that was like heavy rain or something. I started hearing a weird noise. I'm like, wait a minute. What is that? But anyways. Let's see. Misty, we're not doing tomorrow's forecast right now. We're sticking it mostly to coverage. Like I said, I'll do every once in a while. I'll do a couple zip codes with you guys, but we're not looking above or beyond today. We're just gonna focus on our current threat, and then tomorrow, when the day comes, we'll focus more on tomorrow's concern. Okay. Anyways, so let's see. We're going to hop back up here to the north side of Florida. Like I said, currently we do have ourselves, some pretty strong storms out there as well. Once again, towards the Lake Butler area, this was once a severe thunderstorm warning. It is, no longer a severe thunderstorm warning. Just currently is a strong storm popping off out there. And, that's really how a lot of these storms are right now. Just an average, storm event for Florida. Once again, this is very common. This happens many times per year with these sea breeze events that that end up rolling through, and due to the uneven diurnal heating once again of the surface, which unevenly heats the surface here, which allows for areas of lower pressure to develop across Florida, in which higher pressure zones out there in the water, the winds flow from high to low pressure. So all of the higher pressure wants to fill in that gap. Which the winds flow directly inland on both sides, actually, both sides. So both the Gulf side of Florida and both the Atlantic side of Florida has winds going inland, which will eventually converge over central Florida, which later on this evening will likely produce a pretty big cluster of severe thunderstorms out there in central Florida. Which, like I said, right now we are already seeing that happen overall. So. That is, that's what's going on there. Anyways, let's see here. All right. Cape Coral. Gotcha. Cape Coral. So Cape Coral's not in the risk area, my friend. You're good. Yeah, there's nothing severe going on out there. Although a couple thunderstorms, a few booms here and there possible today, but nothing severe, man. You're good. You're good. All right. Currently no tornado warnings, Mark. No, we did have ourselves a couple of them. I think, no, one of them earlier, right? I think it was just the one today. We did have one. It's now been canceled, which is good news. Speaking of warnings being canceled, we no longer have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for southeastern Florida. Although I do have some new information for you guys. So yeah, that's no longer warned. But we did just get a report of 40-mile-per-hour winds out there by Dade City, Florida. We did just get that report here. Let's see. This is from a Mesonet. Interesting. In Pasco County, Florida, Mesonet. I'm actually building a Mesonet right now, actually. Pretty cool. So Mesonet reported winds right at 40 miles an hour in terms of wind gusts. That's not the severe criteria. Like I said, to be classified as damaging and severe winds, the winds need to be 58 miles per hour or greater in order to be considered damaging winds. Now, in terms of hail, to be considered, severe hail, it has to be quarter size hail or larger overall. So in this case, like I said, there is definitely a possibility we could see some, hail larger than quarter size, out there for today, just given the environment, especially later on this evening. I think our hail threat's going to be pretty hefty. So we'll have to, just keep it out there or I would say more organized, I should say, not really hefty, because we're in a really low threat, you guys. I mean, once again, this is a marginal level 1. I mean, yes, it is a severe concern, but it is, like I said, a low-end threat. But there is going to be the possibility for widespread potential of, well, obviously thunderstorms. Widespread thunderstorms is already occurring. But, some localized severe warnings might be needed today, in which we've already seen a handful of them so far. So, yeah, and that'll really continue throughout today into later on this evening, in which we'll need to look out there for that. So that is that. Let's see. Constantly hearing lightning. I'm sorry, Florida man. I'm sorry to be the person, but you don't hear lightning. You hear thunder, but which is caused by lightning. I hate to be that man, dude. I am not the man to to do that. Yeah, you don't hear lightning, man. You don't hear lightning. You see lightning. Shoot, sometimes you can get some real bright flashes. It'll even come through the windows. Like, it's pretty crazy. Florida has some wicked lightning, I tell you, man. But yeah, whenever it comes to it, you hear the thunder. But anyways, but stay safe out there, Florida man. Snow done for the year for some areas, yeah. But I think we still have enough juice in the atmosphere to produce a couple more winter weather events. I definitely do think it's possible. Just realized I said that. Oh, man, it's all right. It's all good. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, man. Yep, it does. It happens. It happens. Anyways, but yeah, once again, y'all, currently the severe storms now is, let's see, we no longer have any severe storms right now currently. But the threat will still continue for the next several hours, okay? Anyways, y'all, but yeah, I wanted to hop on here for some urgent coverage with you guys because we did have that tornado warning. That's the whole reason I went live. I quickly threw together a thumbnail and all that stuff. So, like I said, that is going to conclude this little portion of coverage. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. If we get another tornado warning here, I'm going to go live again, obviously. But if it's just severe thunderstorm warnings for hail and damaging wind gusts, I'm not going to go live again for that. Which, yeah, so, don't expect me to go live for severe thunderstorm warnings. But if there's a tornado warning that gets issued again today, I will go live for you guys, okay? So just know I will be on the trigger. I will be ready to go live as soon as if we get a tornado warning. Like I said, once again, tornadic threat is non-existent today. That was just kind of a, kind of a random chance thing to happen. So anyways, y'all. But all right, guys. Well, once again, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing, or hope you guys have a great day. Once again, Scott, Tabletop Dude, thank you for the donations, guys. Much appreciated. What about those loud crackle sounds when lightning does crazy? You all know how thunder actually happens, right? So I know some of you will, some of you probably won't. But what happens is that obviously lightning is very fast. I mean, we're breaking the sound very easily. So lightning strikes the ground so quickly that the plasma. So lightning is a plasma, which is very hot, very hot. And what happens is it basically rips. It doesn't go through. It rips the atmosphere. And it creates, the whole bolt of lightning has a sonic boom that's created because, the lightning is, the plasma is dispersing the air so quickly it breaks the sound barrier, in which that sends out shock waves in all directions, which you hear that. You hear the break, from the lightning. The lightning is what hits, and then usually a few seconds later, as sound waves are not super fast, obviously not super fast, but you know they will eventually reach you. Which you see the lightning before you hear the thunder, and if you count that, they say that that's how you can tell how close a thunderstorm is, but not really, considering that you can have lightning striking very far away from a thunderstorm. I think up to what, I think 20 miles or so, something like that. I've heard all over. But yeah, you can have lightning striking pretty far away from thunderstorms, in which, you know, whenever they say, you know, count how many times, it could be the edge of a thunderstorm. It's not really, you know, that accurate, I don't think. Anyway, y'all, but yeah, we're going to head off here. Once again, there is no longer any tornado warnings in place here. Once again, if I have to, I will go live again for you guys. So if you haven't already, consider subscribing, leaving a like. It'll be greatly appreciated, guys. Once again, thank you all for being here. Be safe out there in Florida. Once again, it's a low-end threat here, so not too worried about it today, honestly. But like I said, once again, if there is a tornado warning that does get issued, I will go live again for you guys, obviously, in order to help you know, cover that and to, you know, alert you guys and all that stuff. But for now, I think we're going to roll off here. Tomorrow, once again, I'll do coverage for severe weather. And later today, I don't think I'm going to go live. I was planning on it, obviously, but I don't think I will, because I think I'm going to go storm spotting today. I think I'm actually going to, you know, try to get some cool lightning photos and stuff like that today. So, we will see. I mean, maybe I'll go live, but as of now, I'm not counting. Don't count on it. So if not, then we'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night or day. Like I said, we'll catch y'all in the next one here, maybe later today, like I said, or tomorrow. We'll keep you guys informed. But anyways, y'all, once again, a big shout out goes to Scott and Tabletop for the donations, guys. Appreciate it. Y'all are very sweet. Appreciate you guys. And alrighty, y'all. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If I don't see you guys here later on today. Stream's heading off here in approximately 2 minutes, so go ahead and say goodbye to your friends, family, anybody you're hanging out with in the chat. And all right, y'all. You guys take care. Once again, subscribe on your way out. Hit that like button. Be greatly appreciated, and it could do you very well one day. Like I said, whenever severe weather gets to your neck of the woods, I will be here to cover it with you guys. But all right, y'all. So stream's heading off here in about a minute 40. You guys take care, and we'll catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you later.